What is going on? Welcome to CloudStationTV, and the show is on. Good to see you guys. What's going on with you guys?
Oh man, good
Not
to see
much.
you guys. Gaming.
Yeah, gaming, and more gaming.
My boy's first day back at school. That was fun.
Nice. So we got myself, DrSpaceman, with Vet and Ray. And JD right now, I believe, is studying. He's got some class he's doing right now. So we'll probably be present in the chat, I'm sure, but not available right now. So good luck with your studying, JD. So let's start with a round table, see what's going on. So Vet, what's up with you, man?
Not much. Just been diving into some more of the Xbox Cloud Gaming. I did my first look at Halo 5. It's actually and I made this announcement and got heckled for it because this was the first time I've ever played Halo. I'd never played any of them. Halo 5 was literally the first time playing it. I actually had fun with the campaign, so I will be playing that again probably tonight at some point. And then I participated in Meg's stream with Rainbow Six Siege, and I set the record for getting killed the most times, as usual. But that's also because on Friday, myself and sounds a couple other people are on Meg's team taking on the Stadia team. So that should be interesting to watch myself, and I'll be streaming that as well. I think it's 12:30. I'll have to double check my time slot, but that should be fun to watch me die repeatedly.
Always
it's a 30-minute time slot. I think I was told it's 3 matches or something like that, but 30-minute time slot. So it'll probably be like super fast with our team.
At least there's no horses in Halo.
I had fun with that game. It was, and like I get everybody. There are a lot of people out there that can't seem to get in xCloud to work for them, or their issues, and and I don't know what to say. I don't have the issues. It's no different than Stadia, GFN, or
I saw his stream look amazing. The xCloud looked amazing.
I also saw it.
Yeah, I mean, when it works, it's yeah. I'm just like I've had that issue that. Like people that have issues with GFN, Stadia, any of them, like I can't even vouch for it because I don't have those issues. And xCloud is no different than the rest, and they run spectacular for me. But that's me. Somebody else may not have the same results as me, and I kind of feel bad because they're definitely missing out.
Because Vet, I actually showed you a moment ago how it looks on my computer when I'm playing xCloud.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's totally atrocious.
There's no. It's screen, then it glitches out, and then you see another part of the screen, and you're somewhere else. Like there's no way you could play a game in that. It was kind of like what MLB The Show was when it first dropped on Xbox on the xCloud, and before they switched the blades, and it ran horrible with the amount of lag.
But yeah, I saw your stream. It looked crystal clear. I watched a little bit this morning, and it looked really incredible. So
I was like, "Wow!" In Minnesota.
So hoping that Microsoft build more blades for those Xbox Series X blades around, because I want to get a good connection around here, so I don't have to buy an Xbox. So we're gonna see.
I'm so glad I don't have to.
So Ray, what's up, man?
Well, just like my man Vet, I was invited to Team John Scar with Clive, M2K. We got Jim and myself. Yeah, I watched you and Meg play. Don't go there. Don't go there. Okay. I hope you don't play her. She know you're gonna get killed. And I love Meg to death, but I will snipe Meg in the forehead. But anyway, let's see. So been playing Siege. Let's see, Rainbow Six Siege. Also been playing Red Dead Online. They got some new content. Been playing that. I played a game that scared the crap out of me called Medium, and it's actually coming out. It's coming out to PS5. It looks pretty good on the PS5. But I played some Medium, and oh my God, that game was just crazy.
Nice.
But, yeah. What you been up to, Doctor?
I've played The game I played the most is actually under NDA, but I can still talk about it. It's just not allowed to share images and stuff. But I played X Defiant over the weekend.
Yes, I can't.
Absolutely love the game. So we're allowed to talk about our impressions. Like I went through the NDA, so we're just not
Yes.
allowed to talk about like how the menu is in the game, if there's character progression, stuff like that. That we're not allowed to.
I give it
say
2
anything.
thumbs up. I give it 2 thumbs up.
I can say
Yeah.
personally, I haven't played a lot of shooters in the last few years because I haven't found shooters that I thoroughly enjoyed. This is the first time I have so much fun with a shooter since back with Call of Duty Modern Warfare and the first Black Ops. Those shooters I really loved. Afterward, I totally let go of those franchise. And every time I went back in a shooter, always something's off. Like, no, it's not getting me in. X Defiant is giving me as much fun as I had with those two shooters. I'm really loving the experience. They're making something solid. So really look out for it. If you can register for the beta test, I strongly recommend it.
Did you play Back for Blood?
I actually didn't have it at the time. I barely played X Defiant. Like it's anytime I was able to play something.
Please don't play with Vet. Don't play with Vet.
I want to survive.
Vet
That was one
dying.
I actually watched one of Vet's stream.
I'm surrounded by zombies. I'm like, where the hell is Vet? Oh, I gotta go back and go get me a metal pack. I gotta go get me a medic pack. And I'm like, dude, help, please.
I had no ammo. It was not my fault. It was kill or be killed, and I had to leave you behind. Sorry, it was not the no man left behind thing.
All we had to do was blow up a boat, cross over. I look, he's gone. He's went back to the hideout to go get some ammo and some med packs, and the team we wiped out.
You know what though? After you left, I continued trying to play that. I still could not get past that. I tried that out with Meg at one point and was able to. We got the team that we had. We'd gotten up to the bridge and almost beat that round. I don't know what the hell it was, but on my own, I was garbage completely. Yeah, but I like Back for Blood is going to be a fun game. That one, I actually like that more than I have when trying X Defiant. And I think the difference is because it reminds me. I don't like Call of Duty. Like campaign, I can play a Call of Duty game and I can do the campaign no problem. You put me in an online mode and I'm trash because my kill death ratio is like maybe 2 kills to like 30 or 40 or plus more deaths. Right. So then I rage quit and then I'm done with it. So
yeah,
it's overtime.
Yeah, Paul, you're true. The bots they don't help worth crap on that.
Yeah. I am going to get that on the PS5. I'm going to get Back for Blood on the PS5. I haven't decided what I'm going to play X Defiant on yet.
X Defiant for me will probably be PC because I tried both controller and mouse and keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
I know that they're both good, but it's a personal thing for me. Like I mentioned those games earlier. Those are games I've played on a computer because I was better with mouse and keyboard for that kind of shooter. So it's input preference for me.
As long as everything has crossplay across all platforms, it's fine. Like Back for Blood, I was on PC and I had two of the people. It was me and one other person that was PC, but then we had an Xbox player and a PlayStation player on our team. So I mean, you could literally have PC, Xbox, and PlayStation all playing together in one game.
Yeah, I had fun playing with. Oh, go ahead, Doc.
Okay, I was just gonna say they're making X Defiant on the controller version so that it can match with mouse and keyboard. They're trying to balance it out so that one doesn't really have an advantage over the other one, except for like how good you are with one. But they're trying to balance it out so someone good with controller and someone good with mouse and keyboard will actually be equivalent. So it's supposed to be crossplay all over the board. So you were going to say, Ray?
That'll be nice.
But I play with he's in the chat. What's up? Choose Gaming. That's my best friend, Kevin. We actually played some Back for Blood, and it was fun. I couldn't. The only thing is, my mic wouldn't work. I couldn't talk to Vet. I couldn't talk to Kevin. But you know what it is: kill, 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 kill. You know.
Yeah.
The name of the game.
Yeah.
So let's look at the chat, see who's there.
Okay.
So we got Sednar. What's going on, man? Good
What's
to
up,
see you.
Sednar?
And we got Paul, Mr. Baron Plays. Good to see you. Hey, everyone. And Maker of Chaos 12. Sounds like me playing Siege. I guess you'll be seeing him there. And John, what's going on? Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, Porter.
Good to see you, man. And we got, Kevin right here. Hey, guys, what's up? Good to see you, Kevin.
And make sure I get that #1 spot in fantasy football, please.
I wish it worked as good for me, but none of them work perfectly for me, unfortunately. So yeah, he was talking. That's when we were talking about XCloud.
XCloud, yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
I love
it is unfortunate. I wish it worked as well as it does for me, and like Ray, I wish it worked like that for everybody, and it will. I mean, you got to remember, it's still beta, so it'll get there. And I'm not going to count Microsoft out on that one. There's no way they'd be. I don't see that happening.
I've actually launched a few games like Battlefield 5, which has been announced for the Xbox Series X. And like when I'm not moving too much, eventually it stabilizes. And I'm able to get fairly like impressive graphics. But it's in 1080p, but the graphics are really impressive. And when it works, like I'll be playing, absolutely no latency. It works extremely well. Then it goes off the board. I'm not able to play for like 3, 4, 5 seconds. Goes back into it. It's working. So it's really, they need to get servers closer and stabilize it. It's just improvement, and they need to enhance their installation.
They're still rolling. Exactly. It'll come over time.
Shout out to Meg in the chat.
Yeah, Megatron X, what's going on, neighbor?
Ray, didn't you just say you were going to shoot her in the forehead?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. What are you talking about?
She'll rewind the show. Rewind the show. You will hear Ray say he's going to shoot you in the forehead.
I'm talking about Siege. I love Megatron X. I was just saying, play Siege.
I can confirm Ray was talking about shooting you in the head.
Team Meg versus Team John. Team Meg versus Team John. Yeah, I would shoot that in the head, I love
but you wouldn't do that to me.
Yeah, I would. Yes.
But then
we need a replacement for Ray.
Outcasters. xCloud usually works fine for smaller indie titles, but the graphic intensive games can be rough sometimes. Yeah, I actually had some decent games of Minecraft Dungeon on there that it actually worked well. But that's mostly on mobile that I tried it.
What game are you playing on xCloud that's not working for you?
Me?
Yeah, that you're having issues with.
Battlefield 5, Halo 5.
Wow, man, wow.
Also, Gears of War 5. That one I've actually
tried that one
a little bit, but it's still glitching a lot.
I don't know what it is, but I can actually see the blades behind the scenes doing this thing. But I did have to upgrade my internet was dog doo-doo in the very beginning. I had to upgrade it, and now I'm not having any issues. But back in the day, even on Stadia, I had issues with Stadia, and I upgraded it. So yeah.
I think they're installing some new blades. I saw something around that Microsoft was improving their installation surrounding Boston, New York, those areas, like northeast coast, and like any of my services that I play that I know the service comes from New York, like Stadia, I connect to New York, works extremely well. GeForce now, I'm not sure where it's connected, but I know they got servers not too far. It works fairly well. Still some glitches, but it did get better lately. And they're supposed to install some new blades in Montreal very soon. So then it'll be just pristine. But Microsoft, I've seen something that they're working in on the northeastern coast. And once that's installed, then I should have a perfect experience with them. But right now, it's more focused on the West Coast, Central West Coast. So because of that, the servers are way too far, so I'm getting a lot of glitches. So
Yeah.
eventually, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Especially considering that Microsoft Azure, they actually signed a contract, I believe, with Elon Musk. What's the name again? Starlink.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
actually signed a contract with them to put the antennas directly in the Azure servers for their cloud computing. If that
Nice.
happens, it should improve the service through a lot of places. Because then it's going to distribute the service throughout North America or whatever, wherever in the world.
Wherever in the
Well, I
world.
mean,
has
and you got to
coverage.
remember, Microsoft is all about the cloud-related things. I mean, not only obviously xCloud and Azure, but they just rolled out their new Windows 365 service as well, like a week ago or so. I mean, right now that it's geared for businesses and enterprise, but don't tell I can't I can foresee them utilizing that to consumers at some point as well.
Yeah, like Shadow.
I mean, yeah, Shadow was able to. Shadow was that. That's what
I'm still playing on my Shadow. But
But if Microsoft offered a similar service, would you switch for less money?
yeah.
Or even if it was a little bit, let's say it was a little bit more, would you switch?
Hell yeah, I'm paying 30. They doubled me up. I'm paying 30. I almost said no, and I said, you know what? Let me keep it. And yeah. That's what I was playing the Back for Blood and X Defiant. I was playing on Shadow.
Huh.
That's how you get your
I heard
PlayStation
good
now on mobile.
I heard good stuff about Shadow. So I swapped ISPs and routers and still has some issue. I think it might be an issue with the network near me. When I play on mobile data, generally it runs better, oddly enough.
I've heard that
had
too.
the same on mobile. It actually worked better for me.
Hey,
I should
Jeff.
try a few things to tune it.
Jeff, we're not just console lovers. It's cloud.
Did you see the title?
Station TV,
Yo,
Jeff.
What's up with that?
We're all about clouds. All about clouds consoles. You caught us while we're talking about Windows 11 and Windows 10 in the cloud. We're talking about xCloud, PlayStation Cloud.
It's Jeff.
Amazon Cloud. We talk about everything.
Good to see you, Jeff.
Yes, Jeff. Welcome.
Go back to your NFL football stuff. Tell us how those Cowboys did at the Hall of Fame game. Oh, that's right, they lost. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I've actually had instances where I was getting a better experience with xCloud on my Lenovo Duet, like my tablet / Chromebook, than on my PC. And the tablet was on Wi-Fi while my PC is hardwired through Ethernet. So I have to look at it.
Well, see, that's what's weird. Like when I did those 2 streams with Halo, and my laptop always uses the Wi-Fi. I've never had this thing hardwired, and everyone, as soon as I say that, they're just like, "How did you get it to look so nice?" I'm like, if I knew, I would tell you, but I don't. I'm not. I signed an NDA that with Microsoft that says I'm not allowed to disclose that information. Because I wish I knew.
So, you guys wanted to talk about something before we jump on the news?
Nah, let's get on into it, man. Let's do it.
I'm just gonna.
There's quite a bit of news. I think the only thing I saw.
Got something important coming up, people.
Yeah.
Well, we got open betas for PlayStation 5's get another open beta for a new game
Crunchyroll
next week.
Sony just acquired Sony didn't acquire Crunchyroll, by the way. This news is not written right. Funimation, which belongs to Sony, but its transaction is made by Funimation, just acquired Crunchyroll, which is saying a lot. Funimation is already a major player in the. If you don't know what these are, those are platforms and publishers for animes over in Japan. And if you don't watch anime, just saying, it's very big in Asia. And there's also a lot of fans here in North America. Not as many as over there, but there's still quite a lot. So Funimation, which is one of the companies that Sony owns, just made a transaction for a little over $1 billion to purchase Crunchyroll, which is a big transaction. A lot of people doubted that it would happen because they thought a court would meddle on this and say that it's a monopoly, because that's what's happening right now. They're getting the monopoly on the biggest anime market. So most of the animes are now belongs to Sony. So apparently it was approved. It's going through. So they're getting this, and it's actually starting a lot of rumors that they might do a new PlayStation Plus subscription that might include Crunchyroll now with the Funimation material as well in it. So
now, Vet, think about that $1 billion.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't entice me to pay more for PlayStation Plus.
it doesn't entice
For me,
you, but it entices
and that's what I'm saying.
125 million people.
Yes, I'm the exemption out of that 5 million subscribers.
We don't watch
no.
down here.
That's 5 million paying subscribers so they don't get advertising, plus 120 million plus registered users which use it but get advertising. So all of these are actually generating money for that. Actually, there's chances that those 120 million, each and every one of them might be generating more revenue for Sony, well, for Crunchyroll, than those 5 million, because the 5 million, they're paying a premium, but they're not getting advertising. So it's sure money in their pockets. While advertising can generate a lot of revenue if they use the service a lot. So they're not paying anything, but they're getting a lot of advertising. So these, no matter if they pay the subscription or not, will generate money. But now that's something in PlayStation's pocket to sell PlayStation Plus, that they might include it in a premium service, which will cost more, that PlayStation can offer. So sorry for interrupting you. I just wanted to bring you.
No. That's fine. Like, I'm not knocking. That's huge news. I'm just like, if it's only including the anime stuff into a higher price tier, I'm not gonna. Me personally, this is just me. I'm not going to subscribe to a higher tier for it because it doesn't change. It doesn't benefit me. It may benefit everybody else, but for me, if I'm paying $5-10 more just to get anime, but I still get the same benefits of PlayStation Plus, I'm going to stay with the original tier I'm on, because I'm not going to utilize the other stuff. I'm not going to utilize the benefits of getting the anime stuff because I won't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know there are a lot of people that will use it, and it's good to have that. Now, if it somehow incorporates PlayStation Now into that as well, then that may change my thinking.
Mm-hmm. It is a rumor going around. They want to do a bigger package. I'm just going to hide this. So they want to do a bigger PlayStation Plus, bigger PlayStation package that's more premium, and they want to throw in some subscription in there. So they're talking about possibly Crunchyroll. The rumors were also talking about possibly movies and TV shows that would be included in there. That's not anime, but similar to Netflix. Also, we heard that there might be, there is a partnership between Sony and Netflix as well. It's not out, it's not something I've seen anywhere, but it's not out of the cards that possibly if you get a yearly subscription to PS Plus, they might throw in like a free three-month credit on Netflix or something like that. It is something that could happen in the future. Possible. Very possible. Yeah. Like right now, if you have a PS5, you can register and get 6 months free of Apple TV Plus. We've seen that not too long ago. So partnership with Netflix could actually yield in some bonuses like that, like every year 3 months free for PlayStation Plus subscribers, and they repeat every year if you keep your subscription. There is plus value that they can add to the subscription by doing this. So a lot of very interesting stuff that can happen from this.
Yeah.
So anything you guys wanted to add before we move on, or?
I added my feelings on it.
Huge for people that are into anime. I mean, out here in California, they got a lot of cosplay conventions, and those guys are diehard anime. I mean, I watch Crunchyroll, but I'm not a subscriber. I just get the ads. But there's some shows that I love. I mean, dude, you didn't like Ghost in the Shell or
I didn't watch any of that. Even when it was on adults, like as a growing up in high school and stuff like that, when you had Cartoon Network, and then late night it was adults or whatever it was. Before Adult Swim was a thing.
Gotcha.
But I never watched any of that stuff. It just never was something I got into.
Gotcha. And there's people are not into anime.
All right,
yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Like my opinion, that's my take on it. It's not going to be the same for everybody.
Exactly.
I'm not downplaying how huge that is. That's a big win for Sony. But like it just if it includes the PlayStation Now or something else, then I would jump on it. But if it's just anime, for me, it's a no-go.
I'm telling you, there's something else juicy coming down the way.
I know that. I'm almost positive.
They won't make a new PlayStation package just for Crunchyroll. It's going to be an added cherry on top. I'm pretty sure if they redo a package, it's going to be PS Plus with PS Now, and there's going to be extra gravy on there. So,
PlayStation 5 games, day and date release games.
Could be
bro. That would definitely be the cherry on top, and with some candy sprinkles.
Because they're trying to make something that will rival Game Pass. So they always said we don't believe in putting those games in the subscription.
They better come with something, man. I'm telling you, they better come
Microsoft
with something.
Exactly, because right now with the day and date release stuff, Microsoft's crushing it right now.
EA Play.
Just think if what do you do? Like, how do you compete if let's say Madden shows up on xCloud, or the EA College Football drops the same day and date on xCloud. Like, you have to do something to compete with these, and that's what they're going to need to do.
Mm-hmm. Definitely something's going to be coming all over there.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Here's something I wanted to show. Zubitech is a guy I follow on Twitter because he goes a lot in the technical stuff. Like he searches the patents, and he actually found several patents. The rest are not shown for some reason, but that Mark Cerny did over for PlayStation, specifically for cloud gaming. So this one is multi-GPU rendering, but it's targeted specifically for cloud. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, they're getting ready for that PS5.
Like cloud game network with the game servers, network, client devices. So it's patents for multiple GPUs working together. Like we've heard about that Stadia, that's what they were doing, having multiple GPUs working on. So that's why Cyberpunk was running so well on Stadia, while it was running like shit on other systems, because they were able to harness like the multiple GPU system. So that it would actually look good, and that's why I know that the Rust developer that I don't remember what engine they're using, but they were trying to bring their game to Stadia and just couldn't work because the engine they're using doesn't allow on Linux to use multiple GPUs. So it literally it was unplayable for them, and until there's a patch that allows multiple GPUs on their engine, it just can't work. So Mark Cerny is the if you don't know that name, Mark Cerny, he's the architect behind the PS4 and the PS5, and he's been with Sony since the first PlayStation. He's actually a major reason for the success of PlayStation as a brand. He's the one who started the he basically went and got the budget to get Naughty Dogs on board and a bunch of other studios. So yeah, he's the one who filed a bunch of patents. So this one is specifically for the multiple GPUs. There's another one for asset-aware computing.
Look at that, optimizing the SSD. Wow.
Yeah, optimizing SSD and memory in PS5. asset-aware computing architecture for graphic processing.
I mean, if you think about what it would take to stream, like, and obviously PlayStation, if they want us to be able to play PS5 games in the cloud, what is it going to take hardware-wise, the technical stuff? Are you going to have to do to make it playable? They don't, because I don't see Sony, if they're working on this behind the scenes, they're not going to push it out in like a beta form where we can test things out. They want it fully functional, which is why they're not saying anything. And of course, you know, you're patenting all these. You're going to want it to run spot on. Like, it's no different. Playing it in a PS5 game in the cloud is going to be the same experience as playing it on the actual console, as I'm guessing is where they're heading towards. And when they're done with all of that stuff, it's going to just blow everything away.
I can guarantee, because this is what happened already before. Okay, just to share my experience in the past and say what is going to happen. The 1080p resolution for PlayStation Now, when it happened, they announced it, but it already was live for, I think, like close to 6 months. For close to 6 months, when you were playing PlayStation Now on PC, you were getting 1080p resolution. But sometimes it wouldn't look as good as other times. They were still having issues. But even with issues, it was running better than previously,
Right.
when it was capped at 720p. And you'd go in the description, it would still say 720p. But I was playing Doom on there with no latency at all, and was 1080p 60, while it would still said 720p. Until eventually they just tweeted out, "Oh, by the way, starting Wednesday, PS Now is now in 1080p." And you'd go in there, it was already 1080p. It had been for a long time. So you're going to jump in
I
PS
had that
Now.
also.
Yeah. So I've seen your streams. You were having the same thing.
Yeah, my Call of Duty, the Call of Duty stream. I remember the first time when I live streamed it that first time, and that's what sold me on it again and brought me back into that ecosystem, that cloud ecosystem. Was the description even still said 720, but what I was looking at was not 720. There was just no way, and I knew they had already upped it to at least increased it to 1080p, but it looked beautiful then. And that was after me taking a long break from the service because it just wasn't running that great.
So
when they
go, my son got blown away, man. My son was like, "Dad, can I download Fallout 4?" And I was like, "No, man, just stream it." So what? Just stream. Just go to the stream. Just go to PlayStation Now. Just go there. Dude, he went there, man, and he was like, "Whoa, whoa, I'm not downloading." It's like, "Nah, dude, you don't have to download." Nah. And guess what?
It should have been like, that's the cloud.
I know, and he was. I'm slowly getting him there, but this was just the other day, and he was just like, "Whoa."
And what's fun, if you're doing it on your PS5,
yeah,
and you got another game running, it's not interrupting that other game.
Nope.
Like the Xbox Quick Resume that you can go from one game to another. Well, if you got a game loaded in the back and you're using PlayStation Now, you got a game in the back. Like PlayStation Now is a different app than your game.
Yeah.
So it can only load one game at a time. But then you can jump in 4 or 5 different PS Now games, and that one game that was running is still at the same place.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what I believe
that's usually all it takes. That's all it takes, though. If you think about it, just you give them people that it's no different than any other cloud platform. It's the ones that say it runs terrible probably have never tried it, and the moment they try it or they look at the games and they're like, "Oh, well, PlayStation doesn't have any games." Ray and I know first example. We showed Anthony.
Yeah.
That, and as soon as he started seeing the catalog, you could see it a little bit change. But I think he realized that his thought process was starting to change, and he had to quickly shoot it down because he didn't want to admit that he was intrigued enough that he could have wanted to try the service. But that's really, that's the benefit there is there's just so much, and people don't give them a chance. Try it for a week. I can guarantee if you try any of those services, you're going to get hooked on it once you start.
But just to come back to what I was saying about the 1080p being there for a few months before it was announced official, what will, and I'm saying it will happen. You'll go on PS Now to play some PS4 games, and you'll be like, wow, that game loaded fast.
Mhm.
And man, the textures are very great. And is that ray tracing I'm seeing there? What the hell is going on?
Yeah, they're
You'll
gonna
be
just
playing a PS5 edition of the game,
slowly putting it in there.
but it'll be just that game and another game. It's like you'll have like 10, 15 games that will be using the PS5 hardware, but it will still say it's PS4. Then eventually they'll announce that, okay, starting Wednesday next week, all of our PS5 games that whole list of games will all be using PS5 hardware. And on that day, it'll jump from 15 to like 45 games that are using PS5 hardware. It's going to be something like that will happen. I guarantee it. Because it's what happened when they upgraded to 1080p. Sony will be sneaky about their upgrade, and they'll announce it when they know it works.
Yeah.
Yep. I've been saying that. And every time we say something on this channel, it ends up happening. Just give it a couple of weeks, a month, and then you can come back to our show and rewatch it and be like, damn, they were right again.
Yeah.
It's like the PlayStation Home. Been talking a lot about this. They're still renewing that patent. Apparently, it's coming. So they're chatting more and more about this. Something else talked about last week. Okay, that's the real J-Dub. The guy doesn't have a pristine reputation. So a lot of people trash talk him because he's very extreme PlayStation. But it's something that he brought to people's attention, that the SSDs that go into PlayStation, they actually drop prices within a week. So yeah, like this post here showing like the 2 terabyte SSD for
Bro,
the
I am not
980 Pro.
I'm not opening up my PS5, man.
I'm not doing it yet. And
I'm not doing. I will screw it up.
Not really a lot of chances of screwing that up. Have you watched how it's done, Ray?
Truthfully, honestly, I have not. But I'm just, man, my wife would kill me if I open that thing up. What did you do? What did you do to it?
It's actually very easy to
do. I'll go to somebody. I usually go to somebody that does that stuff. I won't do it myself.
But couldn't you utilize a service like Best Buy to do something like that, though? I mean, because it's hard drive.
You talking about the Geek Squad?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, if they do laptops, why wouldn't they be able to upgrade a hard drive in a PS5?
Because
one would think that companies like that will start transitioning to do things of that nature.
Unless you sign a thing saying, "Hey, you're breaking there's a warranty." You know, there's a warranty from Sony saying if you break the seal or whatever, you open it up.
Oh, Sony is giving the instruction on how to install it, and they authorized it.
Okay.
So there's you're not breaking a warranty for one. Second, it's legit. Like the panel, you have to pull a bit on it and pull it up. Sony actually gives those explanation, and there's a spot where you have to press that. I think there's an indentation. Not sure.
You should do that live, Doctor. You should do that live.
I'm not buying that right now because I don't feel the need to it. I got fiber. I can download the games very quickly.
That's what I'm saying. I have no problem. No problem. The game's like boom.
But the steps to do it are fairly easy. Like the PS5 is made to open in that way. So you just slide open the cover, and there's a little metal cover with a screw. You unscrew it, and there's a slot there, and you just put it there, and there's no other electronic component. It's really just a slot so you can put the SSD in there, and you put the panel back, and that's a heat shield basically to protect the SSD from the console heat. So it's not because the SSD itself heats up too much. It's just to prevent it from getting the console heat. Put everything back on, and it's almost like a memory card protected with a screw with a heat cover. But yeah, the one detail that their Maker of Chaos doesn't have the heat sink. But I'm just saying, like in general, they're all dropping prices right now. It was going to happen eventually. So PlayStation is not the sole reason for these prices to go down, but the fact that Sony is releasing the patch and a bunch of people are buying those NVMe Gen 4 SSDs, like it's the only thing right now that
See,
requires
that's what
that kind
I'm
of
talking
technology.
about.
And we're talking about 10 million consoles in the market that now can use these. So it's a big market opening. So it's an interesting opportunity for all the hardware makers. So they want to lower their price to attract that market. And the companies themselves, like Seagate, and officially announced, like if you use that SSD with the heatsink, like this one here that we see on the left, that works in the PS5. They tested it and it's a fits everything. If you use that one, it will work in the PS5. So it's not just like a lot of people were complaining like Xbox at least has one official method. Well, Sony is giving the specs to what will work, and a bunch of companies are stepping forward themselves because we're talking about a big market. It's a lot of people that can buy these. So they are themselves testing it out and saying, yeah, if you use this model, it'll be fine. So if you can do this, then I have no words.
He's talking about me. No, you look what Maker of Chaos says. So underneath that.
By the way, you can warp break NVMe SSDs. I've seen videos of people accidentally sapping them because they press down too hard on them. LOL. Yeah, but you're not supposed to push very hard on those. So, okay, maybe not 100% of the PlayStation market is able to do this properly, but it's still fairly easy steps to do. So.
Those are idiots. Are you an idiot, Ray? I don't think you are. Yeah, I've done that before on a computer. I snapped one there. So wait a minute. You know what? Shut up.
But I'm fairly confident most people will want to do it, should be fine to do it. Like yourself, you don't feel comfortable in doing it. Pretty sure you know someone who lives close to you that would be comfortable doing it. So,
I mean, if you're able to build it, if you're able to take, if you're able to work on your computer, you know, if you upgrade parts in a computer, you should be able to do this. And if you're not comfortable upgrading a computer, any part in your computer, don't mess around with it because you're gonna break something.
I used to do that between 2000 2006. I used to take apart computers and upgrade and do all that stuff.
Yep, I used to do the same between computers, desktop, laptop, and laptops are worse.
But my hands ain't what they used to be. My legs and hands ain't what they used to be no more.
But I'm also fairly sure very soon there'll be a Geek Squad service at Best Buy or something like that. I'll say, okay, like,
well, yeah,
bring it in, $30, we'll put it in, and it'll just be like the new guy in the back, like, it's in, okay. So yeah, Maker Chaos, and I do wish they had official PS approved SSDs. All of them considered third party, where you can potentially void your warranty if something goes awry. I don't think it'll void a warranty because Sony is giving the specs. If you respect the specs of what they're saying, it should be approved. It's not voiding the warranty.
Yeah. Wait till you call their ass. Hey, can I send this? Can you guys fix this?
So right now, since it's a beta, it can't void the warranty. But once it's actually going through, it should be fine. I don't care. I have unlimited cloud storage.
Exactly. That's the way. That's, like I said, that's the way. I got OneDrive. I've got Google Drive. I got 2 terabytes on Google. I've got 1 terabyte of storage with OneDrive. If I need more, there's other services that give me a terabyte or more. I don't need anything. If I really wanted the space, I would just use Google and pay them more money and increase it. But I don't really need all that. If I could tie that in with a computing thing, it would be great. But you know.
So yeah, Maker Chaos says the PlayStation said they aren't liable, and the official statement apparently.
Yeah.
Gotta love cloud storage, absolutely.
Love it.
Exactly.
Love it.
But yeah, for now though, in my user case, I don't see a need for it. Any games I want, I install on my PS5. If anything, I just do a rotation. takes a few minutes. The game's installed. A very fast internet. I know I'm one of the lucky few, but it's my personal user case. I'm fine with how things are right now.
I'm about to take the old Madden off and put on the new one. Can't wait.
You have when you get it, I want to see you stream it because I want to see eat. I don't care for the online crap. I can care less about the ultimate, the card games, and all the other BS they had. I want to see what the franchise mode looks like because that's honestly the only thing I care about. I'm just leery about dropping another $60 on the game just to get a glorified update that I could take Madden 21, update the roster myself, and have Madden 22.
And look who the cat dragged in, Rodella.
I missed. Look at him showing up late to the party, and he
plug in a proprietary SSD and play games. LOL.
Showing up late to the party after I talked down about a PlayStation Sony deal, and we were talking about Xbox again.
Yeah, you missed the Crunchyroll thing.
Yeah, Mix is. I can't stand running out of space. Now then, I've gone cloud. I can't go back. No, I hear you.
Yeah,
cloud,
once you go cloud, you ain't going back.
Guys, it's extremely convenient.
The GameStop guys are like, "Where you been?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm cloud. I'm digital."
Are you done?
If you have EA,
what is this game? What is this GameStop?
What do you say?
Yeah, about
you
Madden.
Have a EA Play Ray, you can play it. Yeah.
Yeah, to get early access.
Yeah, if you there's early access.
That one's mine. Oh yeah, they let me early.
Jeff was asking me, Ben, are you guys enjoying 22? Are you enjoying 22? I'm like,
no. If you have EA Play, you can. If you have EA Play, you have to have EA Play Pro though. That will give you access to the. I mean, I don't know. EA Play the base one may let you do the trial, but I know if you pay for the the Pro version of EA Play for PC, then like I don't have to buy. I can pay for that subscription and just download Madden right to my computer. I don't have to buy the game. But the downside is, and this is a lot of people I know don't like this about the EA Play and the Play Pro, is that it does not carry over to consoles, which I think is. I wish it did. Honestly, I mean, I think that would be great if EA would have allowed the Pro version to carry over to the consoles, Sony and Xbox. But
I agree.
I
always looked at it as a win for PC because prior to having the newer versions of Madden, the last one that I played on PC was Madden 2001 or no 2008 might have been that one. I don't remember when they stopped making Madden for PC. They stopped for a while. You got to remember. So it took them a long time before they brought it back, but to each their own with that.
I was all Stadia for 1 year and went Series X and haven't regretted it yet. Storage space issues and all LOL. And Maker Chaos, I love cloud, but local hardware just make it look a bit better. I'd rather spend the 30 minutes to download for that better fidelity.
Wait a minute now, depending on what game you're talking about.
Some games I actually prefer in the cloud because playing local doesn't really add much to it. Like you'll get if you get simple graphics or anything, just might as well play in the cloud. But some games, are much better local to get that immersion. So the non-pro version gives you 10 hours. So of a trial version, I guess.
Yeah, it's a trial. Yeah, I think it's stupid.
And then it says, you got 6 hours, you got 5 hours, you got 4 hours.
I agree, Meg says, I agree with that, Maker. It does feel nice on the eyes to play something locally. So between PC gaming and Stadia, GF. GFN. I was like, GF. What? I'm covered.
I thought you was like girlfriend.
Yeah, that's fair. But I've got multiple cloud gaming services available to me, and I do like to use them once in a while for some games. But it's give and take.
Hey, I played Bloodstain on Luna, and it played beautiful. Let's see. my subscription or pay $40 on Stadia.
Yeah. But it's like that X Defiant that I've been playing this week, and I'll probably get it on PC just to play it local because it's lightning quick reflexes that you need for that kind of game. So,
Hell yeah,
yes,
you do.
cloud
yeah,
is
you
very
do.
good, but local is just a tiny bit faster. So, makes that much of a
Rodella
difference.
hating on Stadia. Look at that.
The games we install aren't available
available
on
on
Stadia, and that's the biggest problem of them all.
Oh, yep. It's gonna pain me to say this, but I agree with them again. God,
Well,
I think I just have a sharp pain in my heart because of that.
No. I mean, and that's why I got Xbox. That's why I got PS5. That's why I got Luna. That's why I got Stadia. That's why I got.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Between cloud gaming and console gaming and PC, I mean, as a gamer, you have so many options.
I'm gonna get foreclosed, Paul. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, Meg's like, oh my god, I thought it was bad at Siege and then played XD. It is,
bro.
It takes a few games to get good at it,
bro. First of all, man,
you had to put that up there.
Which tweet was I? Okay, yeah. Anyone getting foreclosed tomorrow? I have to look into it.
I don't know if I'm going to.
The price is good, but you know it's gonna be a pro game. I mean, I think
that we are best friends.
I just know them damn bastards. Nobody protected my ass, man. I was protecting people, and nobody was watching my damn back. You know, so I don't want to talk about the game, but damn it, cover your damn teammates. X Defiant.
No, really, if you haven't played X Defiant, I strongly recommend it, but it's not an easy game.
Nope.
But
so
I into details. NDA.
Do you have any more articles pulled up?
Yes.
I was gonna say I've got a few dispersed around my page that I can share the links.
There's been some reports that MLB The Show 21 Xbox release has been huge for Sony profits. Sony actually showed like the reports of their yearly gains, their profits. They've made tons of money. And MLB The Show was responsible for a good chunk. Well, not a good chunk of that money, but it gave them a lot of money. So in the end, some are actually hypothesizing, looking for the word. Anyway, there's some theories going around that it might not be the last Xbox game we see coming from Sony.
Of course not.
It might happen more and more.
I could see it. Could you imagine if and I'm just throwing this out there as a hypothetical, but imagine if like God of War ended up on it. Besides the fact that it would probably look, depending on how well it ran and everything, good Lord, would everybody be like, oh, Sony's going under? They'd be in droves. That's the death of Sony. Except the simple fact of the matter is they're making bank opening the threshold, allowing these games to go to other platforms.
So those games are PlayStation first-party games that already has gone on non-Sony systems. So Days Gone and Horizon Zero Dawn have launched on PC, and it's been a huge success for those games also.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Days Gone and Horizon Zero Dawn also launching on Xbox eventually. Like 100% wouldn't be surprised. Also wouldn't be surprised to see Uncharted. The Uncharted collection. The God of War goes to Xbox is when you see Halo.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Hey, you know what? I bet you Halo would look amazing on a PS5.
It would generate a lot of profit.
Major League Baseball. If you told me a couple of years ago that Major League Baseball, the show, going on Xbox,
that's what I said.
Smoking crack, that would never happen. So you never know.
I said the same thing. That's why I always opened it up like could cloud gaming get access to the show? Because we at the time that it was announced the show was coming to Xbox, we didn't know if it was going to show up on xCloud at that point because it wasn't ready. And when it did, I said I had called that prior to that happening. I could still see it showing up on other platforms. Why, Sony realizes now they made a killing off of it going to another service. Maybe that opens the door for Sony to start looking into other cloud services. I don't know if it would, but I mean, it wouldn't. I wouldn't be shocked to if that ever happened.
I don't know if it's last week or the week before we were talking about this. Both Sony and Xbox, well, PlayStation and Xbox are becoming major studios, major publishing houses, more than hardware makers. So they're still making hardware, but with Sony getting, I keep forgetting the name, that dev studio that actually do the ports on PC. They actually ported Marvel's Avengers on PC.
Is he Strizzy? What the hell was that thing? It had a weird name.
Anyway, you guys know which studio I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So they confirmed that the job this studio will have will be to assist all of the other PlayStation studio to port their games to PC. So many more games, if not all of them, are going to have a PC version coming in a near future. So PlayStation is becoming a big publishing house more than a hardware making company.
Yeah.
And Microsoft Studios is already bringing all of their games to PC as well. The future games they're doing will all have a PC version. Rodella can tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the truth. So seeing Xbox games on PlayStation and PlayStation games on Xbox might not be an uncommon sight in the future. So just gonna catch up on the chat. Rodella, Sony will put more games in Game Pass for sure now. Yeah, pretty sure.
Hey, if it makes money.
Maker Cast, I won't comment on this because it's a bit touching the NDA. But yeah, it would be a good discussion, but I don't want to jump in there.
Yep.
Because we're talking about NDA there. I'm gonna stream it, Paul. Yeah, thinking of doing the first look when it drops tomorrow, Meg. Nice. Yeah, we already went over this. Awesome. To me, it looks like animated Cyberpunk.
She's talking about Foreclosed.
Yeah, Foreclosed. I have to look at that game. In the end, most
I still had
people
fun with
using streaming devices with an Xbox and PS app. LOL. That will happen in the future.
Here we go.
Yeah, the last one, Rodell, I was already trying to read up on that one.
I never thought I'd see the day.
CloudStationTV would be talking about agreeing with Sony first-party games going to Xbox.
Dude, I have an Xbox. I have xCloud.
I can guarantee that's probably directed towards me.
And Maker Chaos says, the main PC guy, I'm excited for more games to come to PC.
Yeah.
And also, I've been talking about this for a while. I 100% believe, especially with that news, I think it's Nix, the studio, something like that. I 100% believe that Sony will launch a PC app, a PC client, where you'll be able to play PlayStation games on a PC. So, absolutely correct. I could see Dreams coming to Xbox. Absolutely. I've tried Dreams a bit this week for the first time.
What did I come
Very
with?
interesting.
Yeah, he was right. Nix's. I don't know what I came with Strizzy's. I don't know what.
Yeah, Microsoft games do great on PC. Sea of Thieves and Forza Horizon 4 are on top seller a fair bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Have you guys played Diablo 2 before? Or, I mean, Diablo? Any into that franchise?
I have in the past.
Hell yes.
Because I know Diablo 2 Resurrected has been the beta timings. They've confirmed the beta timings, but I know the article I caught when was the open beta begins next week on the PlayStation 5 and the PS4.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I've watched the trailer for it. That looks, I mean, it looks pretty good. So I would love to see what it looks like, what it's going to look like on the PS5 with the tech, the hardware in that thing.
It was a huge Blizzard fan. That was first PC games I actually started playing was Blizzard.
Mm-hmm. Personally, there's some stuff that happened not too long ago with Blizzard and Activision that people have been speaking out on gender issues that women were not respected, and goes way beyond that. So before I dig back into Blizzard, Activision games, I'm gonna see how it plays out. So
well, I will say I did share something because they just released 3 more people that were tied. One was God, I'd have to look up the post I did on it. Unless I didn't share it and I just read it, but I know they were it was tied to what was it World of Warcraft. One of the designers, a lead designer and a director, they just cut ties with as well now.
I got a good
and I don't
friend,
think I shared it. I think I read the article somewhere.
I had a friend that got cut from Blizzard and he went to GFN and he is loving it.
Yeah, they just fired 3 people, pretty high up people too. Interesting. I'll have to look that up because it's hurting the company. There's like the Activision Blizzard walkout or the big movement that was happening because of that. Because at first they didn't even want to comment on it and were blocking anything about this, saying,
here
it's
we go.
fine.
Here we go. It was Diablo 4 director. Yeah, it was Diablo 4's the main director for Diablo 4. And then let's see. I think Jesse McCree. There were a couple of people, some high up people. Longtime Blizzard developer Jesse McCree, Louis Barriga was fired, and then I know there were some people that were tied in with World of Warcraft.
So next
directors or something.
So next week it will be Blizzard guys go to Haven. That's first thing, like everybody else. You get fired, you go on over to Haven.
And not really though.
I mean,
they didn't hire the Ubisoft people were fired though, because the same thing happened to Ubisoft and a bunch of people got fired, but it's not the same people that went over to Haven though. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how it develops. But if they already fired 3 people,
I hope they work it out, man. Because Blizzard, it's a big company, man. It's a big company.
It's a strong pillar of gaming.
Yeah, it is.
It has been for a very long time.
Here we go. This is the other one I wanted to see. There's
the
also
accusation
rumor
that were made were not light. It was heavy stuff.
No, they were pretty intense accusations that. From what I've been trying to read, but when it first came out, they were just scattered all over the place with every source talking about it. So once it started really coming, they got everything together.
Corroborated by a lot of people who struggled talking about it before because it was shut down by leadership. So if they're cleaning a house, like I know Ubisoft did the same, they cleaned the house for cleaned up their place, their act a little bit. I don't know if it's a lot better or if it's still problematic right now, but they did react to this. So if they do the same at Blizzard Activision,
hey, once upon a time ago, man, EA was voted worst company. EA had some issues.
Compare it with Madden, that's 2K now. You get 2K's taking over that spot with their NBA stuff.
Well, it seems to be an industry-wide problem.
If we want to shift away from this, I was going to say if we shift away from this, we can talk. If we want to go back to talking about games that people are interested in, are you guys interested in Call of Duty? Because supposedly the rumor right now is that the new Call of Duty title, Vanguard, is supposed to be getting revealed on the 19th of August. So 8 days they're gonna.
You just jumped the whole. You got the show coming up on August 19th.
Well, this is the rumor from was from another website, compiled multiple instances on Twitter recently, in which sources within gaming had tweeted out they had knowledge of the new game, like when it would be revealed. So there's speculation that it's already been allegedly scheduled on August 19th at 10:45 a.m. Pacific time. So I guess we'll have to see how that works, because it's apparently Sledgehammer Games has already confirmed it will include a campaign, multiplayer, and co-op. So they're people are starting to try to see when that one's going to drop as well.
Wow.
Big comment, but yeah, we did say we'd walk away from that for now, but apparently Ubisoft hasn't resolved all their issues. But as for Call of Duty, myself, for considering the game I've been trying this weekend, if it's free to play like it's supposed to be, that they announce, might actually keep me happy for a while, because it's going to be a game as a service. I kind of detached myself from Call of Duty for a very long period, because every one of them that I've tried lately hasn't been exactly what I wanted, like I was saying earlier. But would be interesting to see if they correct the track with Vanguard, if they come back more to their roots. So will be interesting stuff to look at. In some rumors going around that we might be getting a new State of Play on August 19th. So hopefully it's better than the last one.
Man, that was that a State of Play? The last one? Good Lord.
Maybe. So yeah, it's a guy here that's been
they labeled it that.
saying Horizon delay officially confirmed with a new gameplay, because they have delayed Horizon as Forbidden West, so it's not coming about a holiday, so it's going to be coming next year.
That's waiting for Kina.
Yeah, Kina extended look, so that might be very interesting to look at. Update on Gran Turismo, so it'll be interesting. Probably they're going to announce that it's also getting a PS4 version. And new surprise announcement.
PS Now.
Arc 2. A new Arc is coming to exclusively to PlayStation.
Something with clouds. Something with the clouds.
It's going to be Arc coming to PlayStation.
It's already on PlayStation.
It's already on PlayStation.
I know. It's going to come. They're going to get a new version, and it's going to drop on PlayStation.
Arc Stadia Edition.
Yeah, I'm just saying it probably will be. It'll be the Stadia Edition showing up on PlayStation. One day, for those that want to play Arc, I'm sure one day those guys will get their game.
Are you guys pre-ordering Battlefield 2042?
Pre-order games.
I haven't yet.
I got to see a little.
Is it going to be available via the cloud? If it's going to be on xCloud, I don't need to pre-order it.
Just a little bit more. I just need to see.
If I would pre-order it, but one, I don't have a console. But if it's going to be on xCloud, why am I going to pre-order it? It's going to be available. I'll get to play it anyway, so I don't need to. That's the thing. The more these games show, like for me, it benefits me to have Game Pass Ultimate, because I don't have to pre-order games that I want to play as long as I know that they'll show up that way.
Day and date.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's a day and date, it goes on there, then why am I going to pre-order it?
I believe if you pre-order Battlefield 2042, though, you get access to the Battlefield portal sooner.
I don't care about that crap.
Have you seen what the Battlefield portal is?
Yeah, I can't. But are they going to allow me to pre-order that for the cloud version? Because probably not. Because if I don't have a console, so I'm not going to pre-order a game and then get it and then not have. Then what am I going to do? Just use it as a giveaway on my stream? I mean, I might get more people that way, but still.
Battlefield does look interesting. I haven't
Look at this chat, just having a conversation of their own.
Yes.
So rude.
Yeah, it's the portal is user-generated content using the maps from a bunch of Battlefield games.
Yeah, I mean, PC.
They were
I guess
talking
I
about
could.
a bunch of mode, like getting a team of 3 players with assault rifles against like 30 with knives or stuff like that. It sounds extremely interesting.
See, that's the thing. Do I want to put it on the PS5? Do I want to? I am eventually gonna get an Xbox Series X. What do I want to do, or do I want to play it on the cloud? What's the best experience I'm gonna have
Battlefield I'd probably get on PC.
on PC?
I don't know.
Why
I
would you
had a
get it on
pretty good.
PC? Why would you get it on PC?
Similar to what I was saying about X Defiance, the kind of shooter that I do better with mouse and keyboard.
Okay.
So just for the input, like if not, I would go on PS5, but just for the input device, the mouse and keyboard, I'd probably go on PC.
Because I wonder what the explosions are going to be like with the. Shoot, my wife's in the background. I wonder.
You better hope she didn't hear you say that. You did, man.
Dude, I'm in the family room. I got it sealed. Because my
careful, she's getting closer, Ray.
I
She's
know.
getting closer.
Right?
My dual. Shut up.
I see a hammer. Oh,
The
shit,
dual
she's gonna
sense.
bust that wall.
Yeah, stop playing. Stop that fucking with me. Because I want to my dual sense. You know, I want to also experience a lot with my PS5 controller with some of these games too. I'm not a mouse and keyboard dude. Not a mouse.
See
and keyboard.
That's one thing I'm not. Like, I can't play games. I grew up. I used to, like, years ago. Yeah, I did. But I shifted away from that when games started utilizing the gamepad. I was done. I've never gone back to keyboard and mouse. And trying to, I'm just like, I can't.
Urban World. Come on, dude. Seriously.
Sipping tea, wondering why.
Well, the only good one was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 for the Dreamcast.
I got not only on the Dreamcast, but I also have it on PlayStation 1 and 2.
Maker Chaos says, I don't think Battlefield is coming to cloud yet. I do believe it's going to be on xCloud. I'm not 100% sure.
Look that up, Vic. Can you look that up?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Because it's going to be on Xbox. I don't think they would announce it this early if it was going on xCloud, but it might. So, and that's one of the things, Phil Spencer announced that he wants every purchases on Xbox to go on xCloud. And he talked about that at the beginning of the year. So if it does happen, because a lot of stuff he's been talking about for Game Pass, cloud gaming, has already happened. Like the Series X blades and a bunch of other stuff, the browser and the PC app. It's all happening right now. So getting the game purchases in xCloud might not be too far off.
They said no.
Would have to be via Game Pass. Yeah. Or EA Play, because if it goes on EA Play, then it's on xCloud.
PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox.
No,
Series X.
Not every
Xbox
game
One
on EA Play is on xCloud.
Battlefield
yeah, not every game is available that way. So,
or Game Pass just yet. Gotcha.
You can still play Battlefield 5, Vet.
Yep, it's in the cloud.
I have. I played. I did. I played that.
Wait a minute, I missed that stream. I would have loved to see that.
No, I wasn't streaming it. I jumped in with Link TV and Chase when they were playing, and so I garbage at that as well. So it seems any of the multiplayer games I'm just complete garbage at. So which does not surprise me the least.
And Mr. Barron plays with it. Who knows what they can announce in the next few weeks, though. Apparently, there's a lot of announcement coming very shortly on all sides of the table. So,
but guys, it's not going to happen this year. It's going to happen next year. So,
to launch on PC, Xbox, and PS.
I haven't seen anything. I do know that if anything you unlock on PC on Battlefield 2042 will follow over to PS5 and the Xbox Series X and S. So, and it will also feature cross-commerce, meaning any microtransactions you purchase will follow to the to all platforms as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not that I'm a big fan of microtransactions, but I mean,
so Gamecom is coming very soon. You might see some
Yes.
announcement coming there. Well, there will be announcements for sure. I don't think PlayStation will be there though, but they're doing some events at the same time. But you were awesome in Siege. At least you always died last bit. I feel Persona 5 Royal will be announced for Game Pass on the 24th of August.
Ooh,
That is possible.
nice.
It could happen.
My daughter's a huge Persona 5 fan.
I need to spend more time in Persona 5. I liked it. Persona 3 and 4 I totally adored on PS2. I played those games a lot, so yeah, Gamescom is actually on August 24th. It's very shortly. It's in 2 weeks.
What day is that? August 24th.
That's Tuesday to Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, 24th to the 26th.
Got it.
Xbox is doing something there. Sony's again skipping big events. So
damn it, Sony.
Well, that's nothing new.
Damn it,
Sony always does.
Stop it.
We need to see Sony at some big events again.
Stop it. 10 million. Look, 10 million consoles sold. Come on now.
And another big piece of news: Splitgate getting next gen upgrade for PS5 and Xbox Series X. It's not releasing yet, but they announced that they're working on it.
I had fun when I played it on PC when it came out.
I played a few times on my PS5. I guess it's a PS4 version still. Really enjoyed it. Really solid shooter, fast pace. The portal thing is kind of fun. It adds an interesting element to it. So yeah, getting the 4K resolution with I believe it's 120 frames per second. They're talking about.
Oh wow!
So
that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, if they can put that in,
it's fast.
I'm guessing 120 frames per second won't be for 4K. But yeah, it's a solid shooter. I recommend playing it when the servers are actually working.
Yeah, I agree.
And they make jokes about that themselves because they're struggling with their servers, but the game is extremely popular, more than they thought it would be. And so quite a bit of fun. Okay, yeah, we already saw that comment. So, was that all I had ready for today?
Let's see.
Here, let me. I don't know if we talked about this yet.
What's this about the Samsung?
Samsung? Oh, it's the drives, basically the NVMe. So basically, price are dropping on the hardware.
If we talked about that, I don't know yet.
Oh yeah, well, it's not really PlayStation, but it does pertain to cloud gaming. Very interesting news that came out today. Typhoon Studio reforms as Raccoon Logic, regains Journey to the Savage Planet IP, and they're actually under Tencent now.
So, wait a minute, what did they change? What are they now?
Raccoon Logic. And
Ray, say something. I can hear the wheels turning in your head.
Officially, Google Stadia, Stadia no longer owns any IP. So that was the only IP they actually owned. And they sold it to Tencent to go back under the same team, but now called Raccoon Logic. So
where's your exclusives?
Jeez.
I'll try not to comment too much on this.
Yeah, Rodella's already starting it.
Have any of you tried Ascent after that patch? Dude, let me tell you, Ascent is the bomb. It is the bomb. I highly recommend it. You guys play that game. Play that game. That's a must play.
It's starting.
It is liquidating. Not a good sign. Yeah, it's actually some.
We got him to
use.
Oh man.
So, yeah, I don't want to go too far into the Stadia comments because I do have a lot on my
No,
mind.
no, no.
I don't think it's the place for this right now. So,
I love Stadia.
I loved Stadia. Don't they still own that bar studio?
No. Nope.
Have either of you played Chivalry 2 on PS5?
I watched you play it and I laughed.
I haven't tried it.
I didn't. It wasn't on PS5 though. You played it on what was it, GFN? You played it? It was on GFN?
On GFN. Well, you already know. Well, of course, I'm not going to play it on a PS5. I can't get one of those. Those imaginary consoles.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, if I go to Europe, I can. That's where they're all being sold.
Bro, you can get one.
They're just not available in the US.
You can get a PS5, man.
No, I was just saying with Chivalry 2, they just added a free update. Their first free update, they added more maps and modes to it's I guess part of their commitment to double the size and scope of the game. But it was a pretty big size multiplayer package update in this one. The game's first free update since the launch had been deployed on PlayStation 5 and PS4 today, adding new maps, modes, and a whole lot more cosmetic items. So they got 2 new maps and a bunch of other stuff that was added in.
My wife didn't like my son. Look, Mom, he's standing with no head on one leg. Yeah, my wife. Wait! Why is he playing this game?
Wait. Let him play Postal 4. I know you watched me stream that on GFN. Because there were a lot of people that watched me with that one with my son in the background saying, kick the head as a soccer ball.
Hutchison is not a very nice person. And I'm going to leave it at that.
But Paul was actually talking about a VR studio. It's autocorrect that screwed up his text. It's not Stadia, though. It's a studio that belongs to Google directly and not to Stadia, if I'm not mistaken. While Typhoon Studio actually belonged to Stadia. So it did belong to Google, but through Stadia. So that other studio didn't have any ties to Stadia, sadly. So, yeah, Alchemy Lab is the one they own. Yeah, it's through Google and not through Stadia. So, yeah. Well, like I said, I don't want to go too far with this on here, so it's just very sad.
You're not getting my other phone.
Give him the phone. Give him the phone.
He's already got a Pixel 5. What else does he need? And a Stadia controller and a Chromecast Ultra. What else does he need? Don't you say PS5 because he ain't getting one of them.
Christmas is just around the corner.
You in the trash can. Yes, folks, that's how I talk to my kid.
Actually, he talks a lot worse than that.
I got to be streaming for that to happen on my channel.
Hey, potato. So,
I'll tell you another game that I played, unless you got something else on the table. I tried. I did not stream it because I'm debating on if I should. Was the lawnmower simulator. I like Race Express. That game actually is a lot of, which is weird to say. A lawnmower simulator can be fun, but it's not an easy game. I lost a buttload of money because I ran over the client's flowers and I destroyed the lawn because I drew a circle in the yard.
Wow. See, you went crazy. I wouldn't even have you cut my grass for real. You know?
Well, I wasn't trying to on purpose. I just happened to turn in a circle one too many times, and I drew ripped up the grass and just left a big indent in the ground.
I don't know. Last time I used a lawnmower in a game, it wasn't Wreckfest. So
yeah, that one is fun though. That's a fun one.
Is there any more PlayStation news that we skipped? I'm pretty sure there was.
I haven't cut my grass in 15 years. I got some people that do that for me.
Kids are for, man.
No, not my kids.
Will you see Ray letting his son cut his grass?
Hell no. I don't even know who I tricked. My son or Vet. Neither one cut my grass. No, we had the same. I got the same guy for 15 years, dude. As long as I've had this house, he's been cutting their grass for 15 years.
Well, I will say though, so there was another update to MLB The Show 21. Got an update. They added Kevin Costner's Field of Dreams field that you can use now in the game.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
If you build it, they will come.
I need to go back into that game because it's a lot of fun. Not a mega huge baseball fans, but I've always enjoyed the baseball.
I need
games.
I need a hockey game. Need a hockey game.
Yeah.
Like, give me what's the update on the hockey game?
I haven't heard anything.
Apparently, leak came out that GTA 5 on the PS5 is confirmed 4K 60.
Oh, I heard about that too. Yeah.
That
Chicago Blackhawks, baby, man, get out of here. San Jose Sharks. And I know he about to say,
Capitals, baby.
Washington Capitals. You know, my toothless Russian starter, who he just signed a nice little contract.
Quebec Nordiques, man. The team got sold and won.
You know what though? For all of the trash talk I give with Washington for being a Washington fan, I still, when it comes to basketball, I don't understand what possessed them to sign Russell Westbrook for a year to the Wizards and then just trade him away. Because the guy they got for him that they signed, they extended his contract for a 3-year, $60 million contract. Dinwiddie. I'd never heard of him until I read the article that he got a $60 million contract signed.
You know what though? I'm gonna stop because I was laughing at the Las Vegas Golden Knights and they
don't feel bad, Ray. You got the Cleveland Guardians you can laugh at instead. And their stupid looking logo that they, oh my God, that irritated. That is, I wouldn't be opposed to the name Guardians to replace the Indians, but it's the logo that kills it for me. I can't deal with the logo looking like a kindergartner drew it.
Guys,
you could use the show and make a better logo.
I play hockey on the PS5. I know it's PS4, but playing on the PS5, it is amazing, guys. I love it. I want
a fight night. I want a new fight night game.
That would be fun.
I think they are working on a boxing game.
Not a UFC, because I played UFC, but I play when they had the UFC games, and I played them on Xbox and PlayStation, but I played them the same way I did boxing. I always had a character, and all I did was use him as a boxer, and then I would lose. As soon as I went to the ground, it was done. I was a lost cause.
Here's one thing I'm looking forward to. Marvel's Avengers Black Panther expansion arrived next Tuesday.
That's right, baby.
So I did miss the PS5 sale. Like, there was one, I know of it, and the day after it ended, I went to buy it. I was hesitating. It's like, oh, what the heck, I'm going to buy it on PS5. I'm going to buy it, and it was regular price. And almost bought it at Walmart, but I don't want a disc edition. I want it digital. I'm trying to buy all my games digital. So that if what I want to happen does happen, I'll still have the game because I'm hoping that all digital purchases will eventually transfer to the cloud. So it's one of the main reasons I've been going digital. Also, you always have your copy no matter what happens. So I don't like buying discs anymore.
This is going to bring a lot of life to that game. A lot of people are going to be playing the Black Panther. I can't wait.
A new indie boxing game.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not even going to knock that because I haven't seen it, but I can't knock the indie games because some of those blow my mind away with how good they run and how good they look.
Steam
of these ones
has some gems, man. Steam.
Well, yeah, I played some of them, and some of them I would put on par with console games because they look, or the bigger title, the AAA games because they look that good. But there are some that I've tried that are just terrible.
Yeah.
Trying to load the thing. Okay, yeah. So they were able, I think it's part of the stream that the Square Enix did for Marvel's Avengers. They did show a redesign of the menus. Looks really interesting.
Look at Thor, dude. Wow.
But the UI looks 100 times better than it did in the past. So
Yeah. Well, and you know what's next? What they said was next after Black Panther. That allegedly, I don't know. Who knows if it'll actually come? If it'll drop? Is supposedly they claimed that they were going to be working on Spider-Man, getting him released after. But they were working on this first because this was already announced, so they had to get this done, and then they could finish getting up the Spider-Man stuff done.
Spider-Man's gonna be awesome too.
Yeah, I actually.
Well, I mean, for those of us that have PlayStation,
I bought it on PC and I was like, no, I want to get the Spider-Man DLC once it comes out, so I got a refund, and I'm waiting for the PS5 version. So I already have it on Stadia, but
but unfortunately, Stadia won't.
Yeah, I'm looking at this game. This game does look amazing. This ESBC with Roy Jones is on the cover. It looks good. Might have to get this. Yeah,
I'm looking for it. Esports Boxing Club.
Yes, it's got a PS5 Xbox cover. And the roster. Oh my god.
All right.
Interesting.
It looks pretty good. I mean, just from the images.
Yeah. Look at the cut. Look at the cut in the corner of the eye, the tattoos, the detail. Yeah.
That's some pretty sweet stuff there.
Been wanting a nice boxing game. Vet, it's on, man. I think you could create a character too.
Don't worry, I'll recreate Rocky Balboa. The Italian stallion will rise from the ashes.
I'll be Mr. T. I'll be Mr. T.
You'll be that guy from the other game, the Battle Royale game that we were talking about the other day with the disco ball.
Oh my God, no. You know what? Thank you. I'm gonna actually get into that tonight. I gotta get back into that. It's interesting.
He's gonna break out his fanny pack.
It's interesting. I don't know.
I mean,
what more I got my
I remember playing all those kind of boxing games years growing up. Like, if it had a Rocky in it, I mean, and I bought all the Rocky boxing games. I mean, most of them were terrible, but I owned them all.
The EA was like the fight nights were the boxing games, man.
My God, yeah,
those were the games.
Well, those I loved those because prior to that, the favorite was Ready to Rumble.
Ooh, they got Tyson Fury in there. Ooh, nice. I seen, dude. He actually one time hit himself in the head. Look it on YouTube, man. And I thought he was gonna knock himself out. Oh, look at that.
Looks pretty sweet.
Okay.
Physics. Oh,
that does look interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Realistic combat. Oh, damn. Oh, there go.
There was a. Yeah. She trying to say I'm Butterbean.
Hey, Butterbean would knock your ass. Hey, Butterbean would knock your ass out.
Yeah, I know he would. He would knock me.
Oh, look at Kevin coming out with I had Ready to Rumble on the Dreamcast, and that was fun.
Yeah, I had both of them, first and the second one. That was, oh my God, those were so fun.
Oh, Frazier.
Oh my God, dude, I want this game.
Early access. Oh, look at that. Xbox, PS4, PS5, Windows.
I want this game.
Looks interesting. I'm just looking for when is the release date? Not finalized.
Oh, that ain't coming out till like maybe next year.
Yeah, it'll still be a while, but it looks a whole lot.
And they also have some lady wrestlers too.
Lady wrestlers?
I'm sorry, lady boxers.
Boxers.
Sorry, I love wrestling. I got wrestling on the brain.
Tyson Fury is in it also.
Hey, Meg wants to know who watched What If.
I haven't yet.
I don't want no spoiler. I haven't watched it yet, so
no spoilers.
Spoil it for me, boy.
Because apparently it's going to be a big show. It's like animated, but apparently it's very important for the movies. So Eddie Hall, who played the Mountain in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So I got one for you. Who is are you? Because Ray, I know you just said you're a wrestling fan. Are you going to get AEW's wrestling game when it gets released?
Hell yes, gotta get it. Kenny Omega, man, Canada. He's from Canada too. I tried to do that super kick on my son's head when he wouldn't get.
What excites? But what excites me about that game is who's making it. It's it's in development by is Ukes.
Yes.
Which remember all the good WWF games
I know
were by Ukes. When 2K got their grubby little paws on that franchise, it went to crap, which is where it's been sitting. And honestly, I don't know if I will buy 2K22 because I'm very leery because the way 2K handles all of their games. Now AEW
it was a disaster.
20 was terrible.
Oh my God.
But the problem was that every version, I don't think anything has really been good since SmackDown versus Raw. But even before that, the PlayStation 2, I think the best one they had was Here Comes the Pain and Shut Your Mouth when they were when they shifted. But I don't know a good one that 2K has pushed out lately.
Well, actually,
they made all the good stuff.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, Rodella was probably the one that bought WWF Raw for the Xbox.
Come on, man.
If you bust that out.
Rodella, come on,
I'm talking the Xbox. Oh, God.
Come on, man. You know I got that. I got that No Mercy. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, I will be excited for that one because that's going to be that will bring it'll just be interesting to see how they do this because I want it to be good. And I mean, if you compare it to what 2K's put out, it doesn't even have to be made, and it's probably already going to be better. You can start gaming.
2017.
Jesus, get out of here with that. You're not even allowed in this chat anymore.
Yeah, it's too late for you. Go to bed now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just messing with you. So, that covers most of it. There was something else I seen. Release date. Oh yeah, there's also the Siege of Paris coming to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So I need to get far enough so I can access that because it looks interesting. The DLC.
Mm-hmm.
Still really enjoying Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Such a great game.
Well, and I heard that the Siege of Paris. That's when you're talking about that is more classic Assassin's Creed than what people are thinking. So they're going to bring back that classic style. So which will be nice, but
what I heard from some people is that with the Siege of Paris and the other the Druid expansion they did, they're actually starting to experiment for the direction they want to go with Assassin's Creed Infinity. Because it's going to be short episodes that you go on a different map once they release that game. It's still far off in the future. But
I have to start playing Valhalla. I haven't played that in ages. Probably since it first came out.
I need to get not only that, but I need to get back into Watch Dogs, Legion.
Oh my God. The Aiden Pierce campaign is literally the best. I've been sidetracked doing a lot of the Xbox cloud games lately, but prior to that, it was all I was doing was Legions. But I've been loving the Aiden Pierce campaign. But what I'm really waiting for is when their other mode that brings the zombies and all that crap.
I know.
It's still right now, and it will come to. I've already spoken with people through GFN, so I know eventually it will end up on cloud, but it's PC alpha right now, so they're if you install, like I can install it, but I don't want to. I would rather wait till it hits the cloud because it's sick. I don't want to download stuff that I'm going to end up uninstalling. Because my luck is I did that with Portal 4. I downloaded Portal 4, installed it, and was about to play it, and then GFN announced, "Oh, hey, we just added this game." I'm just like, what? So but that one looks fun because that's going to be 4-player co-op, and you get to run around and chase after zombies and and all of that. So like, I can't wait for that one.
Should be fun.
Yeah.
Drive around London, having zombies chase you while you're driving in a car. What better? What more fun? How much more fun can you have?
Very enjoyable.
Yeah.
So I do believe that pretty much covers it. So anything else anyone wanted to pitch in?
Nah, man, I got some gaming to do.
Yeah, I think we did pretty good.
I gotta practice my Rainbow Six Siege.
Ooh.
Can't
luck
touch
with
my
that, Ray.
skills. The lack
So-
thereof.
So before we leave, Vet, where can we find you?
You guys can find me Vet Cloud Gaming on YouTube, Twitch. I'm not on Facebook Gaming right now because I'm in Facebook jail. So, and on Twitter you can find me. And yeah, well, that's a whole nother story. We're not getting into that
Because
on
I did
that's
add
for the
your
late night show.
Facebook profile in the description, by the way. It's now in there.
Yeah. Well, I still post stuff there all the time. I just don't live stream on the platform right now. But I may do something tonight. I don't know. I've got to keep an eye out, check things before to decide if I'm going to if I do tonight, it'll be Halo 5. I don't know what I got planned for tomorrow or Friday. Well, Friday, obviously, I'm going to be leading the team for Siege because that's what I do. So I'll be live streaming that as well.
Laying on the floor asking for Mick to relieve him and help him.
Because that's what everybody's going to want to see. This just no, I might last. I played earlier today and I survived till the end. I was always the last one left alive, and then I would die.
Rodella said my wife said that Vet laughs too much during the podcast. LOL. She has been listening with me.
I'm the comedy on this show. That just hides till the end. I do not. Okay, most of the time I did.
You're playing sniper in a very closed building.
That game is not like everyone's like, well, you have to plan things out. I don't plan. I just run and shoot.
Just find
That's
the
my
operator.
style.
Find the operators that work for your liking. When you got the right operator and you know their skills, you'll be all right.
Yeah. I'd have to put more time into it. I really hadn't played it that often, so that also is another factor. I just don't play enough of it to be good. If I spent more time in it, I probably could get better at it. I have too many games. There's just too much of a selection of games to play. I can't keep track of what between all of the different platforms. There's just way too many things.
100%. Oh, and next week is the PS5 patch for Ghost of Tsushima, by the way.
Yeah, I know JD's going to be playing that. JD's going to be playing that.
Yeah, I actually caved in. I might be playing as well.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because it is a very beautiful game already. So I'm looking forward to the PS5 patch. So I'll be looking at that game once the patch releases. So that's the game I was looking for. I was like, pretty sure there's a game releasing something very soon. So yeah, Ghost of Tsushima next week, I believe. The patch is being released. So I'll probably be streaming that. So, Ray, where can we find you?
Well, coming up Friday, the real awesome Rainbow Six team, John Scars All-Stars, myself, Ray3473, the gaming cyborg, with Clive, MM2K, Jim. Oh my God, dude, come on, man. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it. And then catch me. I'll probably do some Red Dead Redemption 2 Saturday night. And then I don't know what I'll be doing Sunday, Monday. I'll figure something out. But look, Ray3473 on my Twitter. Thank you.
Awesome. And all the links are in the description. As for myself, I stream at a few places. Lately, I've been trying out Facebook. So you can find me there, DrSpaceman Games. Link in the description. Most of the time, I try to stream on Sunday evenings. And other than this, normally I slide in a few streams, but a certain NDA games has been keeping me busy and away from streaming. So really, really enjoying that X Defiant the beta, by the way. And it's not even a beta, it's a pre-alpha.
Ubisoft just texted me. They said you mention that game one more time, they're gonna bust down your door.
What, X Defiant?
Yeah, you say one more thing. Yeah, you say one more thing. They're out there.
I'm just saying, for how far they are in, I'm very impressed. My personal impression. Extremely impressed by that game. It's looking good for what it's going to be once it comes out. So, just a PS5 patch is the same as what's already out. No upgrades to texture or anything, I believe. For Ghost of Tsushima, I'm pretty sure there's going to be increased textures. Anyway, we're going to see once it comes out.
Exactly.
So for anything else, yeah, be sure to follow my Facebook profile, as I need 100 followers. Right now, I'm sitting at 31. I need to get 100 followers to get my level up so I can stream at 1080p 60, because right now I'm capped at 720p, which kind of sucks. And pretty much other than that, that's it. Been busy with the family and all, so I'll try to slide in a few streams. So thank you very much for joining us tonight, everyone. So say goodbye.
Everybody. Be safe out there.
See you guys.
See y'all.